Hey guys, Twerk17 here, coming at you with another episode of Star Citizen 101. What we're going to be talking about today is the Holotable. Now, this is the first iteration of the Holotable. We do expect to see at least one more. We've seen some mock-ups of it on the Star Citizen website and stuff like that. It's not the most intuitive thing in Star Citizen at the moment. It's not the most easy to use. It's not the most fun to use, so I thought it would be a really good idea to make a video on it now for the Star Citizen 101 series. So let's go ahead and head into the hangar and check it out. Alright guys, so we find ourselves in the Southland hangar again, and since we're talking about the Holotable, I did show it in my Southland review, but we're going to go ahead and show it to you now. This is the default place where you'll start in the Southland hangar, and you're going to look right, and it's just below there on the floor, below the sim pod, this big square right here. You're going to pass this gas that's coming out of the floor. I'm not really sure if that's safe or healthy to breathe. I haven't died yet, so I think it's okay. Once the little use option comes up there, you're going to go ahead and press F to enter the Holotable, and this big holographic screen will come up, and the default menu that it puts you on is the ships menu. So all of the ships that you own or rented will be on the right side of that circle there. So you can highlight them by just waving over your mouse there, and you can scroll through if you have more than 5 ships by left clicking just outside that ship area there and dragging. So you can drag up, you can drag down, and it will show you all the ships that you own. Now you see a purple ship there. What's different from the purple ship and the green ship? Well, the aqua colored ships are ships that you own, and anything that's purple, so you can see some weapons there on one of my ships are purple as well, are rented. And if you highlight over it, you can see all the way on the left side of the screen there, it says rental equipment in bold green letters. So, you know, if you didn't know it was rented because it was purple, you can find out that it's rented that way. So if you haven't checked out my video on rental equipment credits, it was the last video I did. I did as detailed as I can get on rental equipment credits, and they are extremely important to the development of this game currently. So go ahead and click that little eye above and check out that video if you haven't yet. Now, back to business. If you want to select a ship, you can left click it and hold and drag it to the center of the Holotable there, and it will select it as the ship that you are now managing. Now, in order to kind of move it around, you have to right click in a certain area, and then you can just move your mouse around to kind of get a look at the bottom, get a look at the top, the sides, whatever you need to do to get at a certain component. That's a pretty useful tool in order to get at certain places there. So that's pretty important. How do you choose a different ship? Now, I can't click and drag this ship out of the Holotable. So how you choose another ship is by clicking and dragging that into the center, and it will just swap them out. Okay? So now we move on to the weapons menu. So as you can see up here, there's paints, ships, weapons, ammo, power, and some other things over there. How you manage and navigate this system is very similar to how you navigate the little scrolling ships on the side. You left click and you pull. So that brings us to the weapons menu. Again, there is a paints menu over there. Paints work just like everything else that I'm going to show you here, and you can only currently paint your buggy or the Auroras, and there's a couple skins for sale in the Electronic Access store. Excuse me, the Voyager Direct store. That's where you'll pick them up. So, over here on the weapons menu, you'll see all the available weapons on the right side here, just like all the available ships. And what's really cool about the Holotable now is it will only show the weapons available that can fit on this ship. So if I go ahead and pull in a Super Hornet, I'm going to have more weapons available than I have currently here for the Avenger, which is pretty cool. So you also have countermeasures here and gimbals that are going to be found in this menu. So you got a countermeasure launcher as well as a size 3 gimbal here from just some previous swaps that I've done before. Now, how do you swap out weapons? Okay, so I'm going to kind of get at the bottom of the ship there so I can easily access something. And say I want sawbucks on my Avenger, which is a pretty popular weapon these days. One thing you can do is pull the current weapon that you have off and bring on the weapon that you want to use. Okay, and you know that the weapon is on the proper spot when the little green ball pops up into the left portion of the holotable there. So that's how you know it's the proper size and it's in the right, you actually placed it in the right location. Now, there is a quicker way to swap weapons, so I'm going to go ahead and take another sawbuck, and you place it right on top of the gun, and then you'll see the gun that you're swapping out will pop into the top left portion of the holotable there. You can also take out missile racks in this section as well. So that double platform is a missile rack, and you can place that in and out there. It's pretty cool. So that's how you guys swap out weapons. Now, some of the weapons that we have, for example, missiles and projectile weapons, need ammo. So on the Avenger, we have 3 projectile weapons and 2 missile racks. So we have all available missiles that we can pick up here and kind of throw them on to our ship. So Tempest 2s are pretty popular. So just like the weapons, you can go ahead and place them on to the missile rack. And just like the missiles and other weapons, you can put the... I'm trying to figure out why this box isn't working, and this is actually really good because it gives a good example of when something doesn't fit, because you will have on multiple ships, you'll have different size weapons or different size ammo boxes, all sorts of things. These sawbucks, they do take 35mm ammo, but they don't take the ammo box that has 450 rounds. They take the ammo box, actually they take 40mm rounds. This weapon here at the top takes the top box. So as you can see, if I try and place a box that doesn't fit, I'm going to get a red circle or a red weapon, depending on where you place it. That's how you know it's not going to fit, and it just didn't go in, right? So let's go ahead and place the proper size ammo. Kind of glad that happened. Give an example of putting the wrong thing there. And again, another way to swap out missiles, same as the weapons. Place them on top of the current missile or weapon that's there, and it will just swap it out instantly. Pretty cool. Now they do have some other menus here, which are power. So again, you can move your ship around. The only thing that will be available is the power plant. Now, obviously the art isn't quite there for the power plant for the Avenger, so it's kind of held up by this little circular ball at the moment. And same goes for shields. You can swap those in and out as well. So there we go. Swap a pair out. Pretty cool. And again, very much the same with the thruster. So I'll go ahead and left click and drag over to the side. Left click and drag it back. And that's kind of how you would swap out anything on the holotable. So that's basically the holotable, guys. Pretty simple and easy to use. Again, this holotable is the first iteration of it. It's going to be a lot more easy to use and a lot more just simple, I think, in the future. We've seen some initial mock-ups of it on the Star Citizen website, but we don't know when we're going to get it in the future, but know full well that when we do get a new one, I will do another video on it just like this. So hope that helped everybody. Guys, if you like this video, go ahead and please like it. If you disliked it, you know what to do. If your feelings are more than just a thumbs up or a thumbs down, go ahead and comment on the video if you need to. If you haven't checked out my Twitch stream, go ahead and head over to twitch.tv/Torque17. There'll be a link in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. I'm so popular, man. Everybody wants to play with me. Not now, I'm busy.